Hello, thank you for being here. Today I'll be drawing eyes. I'll just be doing a couple sketches using Pinterest images. In these sketches, I'm not aiming for perfection. I'm just trying to capture the overall shape of the eye, trying to get some resemblance between the picture and my sketch. Currently, I'm just using 6B mines. So this is a very smooth graphite. Something I tend to do quite a lot when I'm working on my sketchbook is to just draw and lift the pencil completely out of the drawing until it's almost like erased. And then I'll just go over the parts that I actually want to darken. Almost as if I'm drawing over my own draw. I'll try to get a couple different eyes in positions. Overall, I just tend to draw the shape of the eyeball first, just so that I can mold the skin around the eye. Usually, I really enjoy when other artists draw some height between the pupil and the eye. Here on the skin, usually you see a little bit of a bump, just to give the indication that it's higher overall. I usually try to remember to do that, but sometimes my brain just avoids it because it doesn't feel natural to me. I know a lot of people like to leave just the highlights completely blank, like the color of the page. To me, it makes more sense to just have an overall base on the whole drawing and lift anything that I feel like it's a little bit too much. So the only space in the eye where I'm actually avoiding mostly, it's here on the highlight. I'm trying to darken the area around the highlight just to make it a little bit more high contrast. And just sharpen a couple of the lines around the eye. So this eye seems to have slightly different proportions. Like the pupil in the eye, it's a lot bigger considering the rest of the eye socket shape. Here the eyelashes are thinner and they seem more spread out. In this case, I don't see many shadows. Since it doesn't seem to have a lot of contrast between the higher skin in the eye and the lower in terms of like depth. And I feel like the more shadows you usually add, the older it tends to look. Here I'm just gonna try to draw it a little less symmetrical to this eye so that it doesn't look like a pear. Maybe a little bit smaller too. I will still draw the eyeball shape, and that way I can see that the inner corner it's below the half of the circle, and here it's gonna be going up and it's gonna curve slightly with the eye shape. So here the lashes go down, then here you see them more the outside, since the inner part of the lashes it's reflecting light. So let's see. The inner corner would be somewhere around here. And then it seems to just go over the eye. So here it starts right underneath the eye and it goes all the way here. Here you start seeing the corner. And here you don't actually see this part, it goes more like this. the white part on the inner part of the eye. It's actually very gray. And there are some highlights here, since the eye is wet. And here it's gonna be pretty dark where the skin folds. Here it's not dark, but since the connection between the skin and the eye, it's a little bit on the reddish tone, technically, value-wise, since it's all gray in the drawing, it would be darker. We have this overall shape here, which makes the eye kind of look like a butterfly. I should probably try to point these pages a little bit better, since right now it seems a little random. Like there's not much organization on these pages. Maybe this one, since it seems to be the opposite of this one. The eye seems to be So the whole goal of doing these pages, it is to improve yes, but it's also to keep a record since I'm planning to doing an 100 eye challenge, and I want to have a record of how I was doing before, so that then I can compare to the result afterwards. So if you'd like me to do a video recording the 100 eye challenge, please let me know. I'll try to record as many of them as possible. If there's anything you'd like to see me drawing going forward, please let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.